I was like, no, you didn't cut that off again. No, you did not. Steve, where's my read at?
I don't know.
I got to advertise some things around here. You know what? I probably tore it up.
That's it. It's folded up.
And I'm going to do
very
that
neatly.
I'm going to let people hear me unfold it.
This is good.
And then say, people, Mark's back there preparing already. That's why you should tune in.
He is.
Louisville looks to bounce back Saturday night when the Cards host Indiana State. For the most pre- and post-game coverage is right here on ESPN Louisville. Join Mark, and it's Saturday night from 5 to 7 for the Miller Lite pregame live from Caboose number 5. And then directly following the game, it's the Miller Lite post-game show. We're the first place that will take all your calls, hear from Bobby Petrino, as well as sound from the locker room. It's all only on 93.9. The Ville.
It's good, too, man. Mark's real not, man. Mark's good at what he does with the pre-games and the post-games. So
he doesn't get carried away.
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good. He does. Like, I want to jump in there with him, but I don't think I could. And I'm planning on it a couple times this year, but I don't think I could
consistently.
I don't think I could captain one of those, especially post games, because I get very emotional.
Overly emotional. By the time you get to the post game, I'm just worn out. I
slam stuff in the media room and storm out. Like, this is so.
We're at risk.
I don't need to. I take the steps. I get so mad. Like, I refuse to ride the elevator sometimes
because that smooth elevator and that 8-second ride.
I know.
From fourth floor to the first floor.
I stomped down the steps of of Cardinal Stadium. Yeah, still getting used to it. I stomped down the steps of Cardinal Stadium. And there's a lot of steps. If you've ever, because that's my punishment, because I know how much I eat. So I always, when I get there, I always take the steps up to the media room. Like, that's my. So let's clean up that conversation with the football, because this is the last chance people are going to have to get your pregame breakdown. Sure.
For them all. So just like, I want you to just take that baton and give me just a nice bow tie ribbon going into the game. The thing Steve Rummage is going to be watching for, as Steve, the educated football brain that you are. Like, give people their pregame kind of analysis heading in there. And like I said, I think people are scared to talk football with the game like Indiana State.
Yep.
When they'd rather just Western Kentucky, Indiana State, and whatever, instead of talking actual on the field behavior.
Yeah, no, I think you're looking for a few things. I mean, in particular with me, I'm looking at a couple positions. I'm looking at the corners. I'm looking at the running backs. Like that. That's going to be where I'm really focused.
Corners and running backs. If you want to break it down for two.
There's more. That's it. I mean, there's other things to look at.
On.
Jawan, I think, is something to look at. How clean he is against the Indiana State team. Different stuff. But I want to see who in that running back stable becomes the guy that, I said it yesterday, that the O-line kind of starts to attract to a little bit more. Because in Bobby's offense, again, you're not going to have a guy. It's tough. I mean, you may have a guy that's a little better than everybody else, but everybody's going to get carries. That's why Bobby can get running backs. That's why Bobby goes out and he gets 1 or 2 running backs in every class, because there's carries to be had.
Right.
And now adding to the fullback, Jeremy Smith is in the fold now. I'm really looking to see if that move is made to him to fullback.
Let me jump in with that one.
Yeah.
Who's going to run angry is what I'm looking at.
It's a good question.
Listen, I don't want to see Guy waiting for the hole to open up. I don't want to see speed Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for angry vertical Guy. I'm looking for the angry players, right? I'm looking for the players who were embarrassed about the way they played.
Yep.
Showboat Guy is going to get scratched off my list.
Absolutely.
First guy who peacocks in this game, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle with me.
Yeah.
Some guys on that team, their actual feelings should still be hurting. Yeah. Like they should feel like the opportunity I missed in that game, I may never have that shot again.
Mm-hmm.
I may never have that spotlight. I will not get that moment back, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, aside from 3 people, too many people got dominated in their personal positions. And if you don't dominate like you're behind schedule at your position, if you don't run through a tackle, if you tap dance around that pile, like I don't really want to add my hit to this pile, or I don't want to finish the job because I want to save my hits.
Yeah,
I'm looking for those guys. Angry running back and tiptoers.
Yeah. No, that's fair, I think. And then on the other side of the ball, the corners, I'm looking to see who kind of, because on one hand, I always said, I think PJ and Banister played a pretty good game overall. But who's going to step up and be a guy that takes it personal and says, look, I'm going to lock some people down over here. Like maybe it's a younger guy, maybe a younger guy that didn't get a lot of run against Bama steps up and gets some clock in here and makes some big plays.
Was there a guy that you didn't get to see play that you have to see play in this game, or you didn't get to see enough of?
Yeah.
And listen, we're going to be careful about, the competition level and making our judgments. But I still see you have a chance to play angry, to play a sport angry with the same ferocity as you would in a big game.
Well, one guy, let me say this on the other side of that before I hit this. I thought PJ Blue was phenomenal. Go back and watch that game. That kid played a heck of a game, and he hasn't really been talked about all week. I mean, he really initiated contact. He was in the right places at all times. Like, he was a guy who I think...
That sucks because when you don't get talked about, that means you did a good job.
Right.
But if you don't do anything extraordinary and the guy next to you misses his assignment, you can't even credit him for shutting off his area.
I thought he was impressive. Two guys, Robert Hicks got a lot...
Speaking of coaching, Coach Davenport.
Speaking of coaching,
I felt him over my shoulder. I felt his spirit just creeping around me.
There's a presence.
Yes,
there's a presence that comes with certain men.
Right. Okay. I don't want you to lose your point.
Yeah. But there's a couple guys. Robert Hicks, I think, is one that played against Bama, but I want to see if his role can expand. The other one is with Jonathan Grenard possibly being out for the year or most of it.
Assume he is.
Jared Jackson, true freshman kid, absolute stud. I think he got some run against Bama and thought he did okay. If he can develop into that spot, man. No, different guy. Jackson's huge.
No.
It's big. He's a big dude. He's 6'7" defensive end. Just monster.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know. That's not him.
Sorry.
So it'll come.
Yeah.
You're probably. I don't know.
I'm looking at my defensive line right now. And I'm trying to.
No. But if he got some run, man. He got some good run, and if he can build into that spot as a true freshman, that's big. That's real big. I'd like to see him get in the backfield and make some noise.
From the coaching staff.
From the coaching staff, the obvious is
run.
Yeah, I say run the ball. I say Van Gorder.
I'm telling you, those high hits and standing over is not going to impress me.
No, but I think I will watch a little more schematically from Van Gorder. Two things. I will watch special teams.
We're going to be really locked in from that all-22 look.
Well, because Bama is more, you're watching Bama, you're kind of caught up in the game. Like, you're right. It's first day of college football.
It's hard to detail.
You may or may not just had a child 3 hours ago.
Right.
You're not schematically watching this game. You're just watching this game.
You're right. And you're looking at the uniform still.
It's still like you're still kind of in all of just the atmosphere and the game. And but this week and next week, I think will be different. I think you'll watch a little more. And Van Gorder, I'm going to watch a little more kind of how he does things. How does he run stunts to get pressure? Are the guys just getting pressure?
Yes.
Or is there stunts being run to get that? There'll be things like that I'm going to be really focusing on, and special teams. I want to see clean. I want to see it clean.
Do you want a new lineup?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Like new kick return. Like you.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I think Hassan Hall maybe got his. May have made some noise back there. I agree with you. I'll say it. I said it again. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. I would like to see the starters play a little more. But regardless, if that's just a thing that Bobby says, no, I don't do that.
I know.
I want to.
Because what I'm saying will sound stupid.
It needs to be clean, though.
Right.
Yeah.
What I say will sound absolutely idiotic if we lose.
Yeah.
A starter.
Sure.
On this time of special teams.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if they were practicing special teams all week and then all next week and then bringing them out against Virginia.
Yeah. It needs to be clean.
People, it's Friday. You enjoyed it so much. Back by 100% popular demand, Mr. Nor'easter Joe Havelo. How's it going? Uh-oh.
I can see by that introduction you got the check I sent you last week, so I appreciate that.
Right. Okay, so listen, I won't make this too difficult.
Okay.
We listen, we need your field hockey updates. We need what's going on in Joe's world, your daughter's world. Like, we got a recruit in town. The recruit's probably listening to you right now. We want you to sell the recruit on the entire university and sell everybody on checking out a little field hockey.
Okay, first of all, the Louisville field hockey program is on.
I said field hockey.
It's trending upwards. And anybody who's listening, who's trying to make up their mind about playing field hockey at Louisville, and the one thing Justine is making a conscious effort to do is to go after the local talent in that area, in Louisville, in the surrounding areas in Kentucky. So that's an important thing to remember. And don't forget, this is now, when I talked to you last time, Marcus, they were the 8th-ranked team in the world, in the country. Now they're the 11th because the Ohio State Buckeyes are the boil of our butt in Louisville field hockey. Honest to God, I don't know what it is, but the last 2 years, last year in Columbus, this year in Louisville, we had a lead late, we lost the lead, and lost in overtime 2 years in a row. And it's just so annoying to see how good we play, and we just couldn't finish and hold that lead.
So, Joe, let me ask you this. Are we going to have some opportunities in the near future to jump right back up the rankings or what?
I'll tell you what, today, Marcus, well, last weekend they played 2 games that we went to see, and they played UMass Lowell in Richmond, Virginia. UMass Lowell is an up-and-coming team. They're not ranked, but they got a lot of talent. They're from here, from Massachusetts. And they beat them 2-1 in a hard-fought game. But then on Monday, on Labor Day Monday, they played the number 9 team in the country, the University of Delaware, who 2 years ago was the national champion. And they played a great game against Delaware, and they came away with a huge 2-1 victory. It seems like, Marcus, this team, and you see this in sports a lot, they either play up to the competition or play down to the competition. But tonight, at 5 o'clock at Traeger Stadium, this team better show up. Because the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and their number 2 ranking in the country are coming to Traeger Field at 5 o'clock to take on our Louisville Cardinals. And it's going to be an amazing, amazing game to come out and check out.
Just so we're clear, tonight, 5 o'clock, University of North Carolina Tar Heels, number 2?
Number 2 team in the country, and they're loaded. But the Louisville Cardinals, from front to back, have as much talent, I believe, as anybody in the country and can play with anybody. And this is going to be a huge game for Louisville and the coaching staff to show that we can compete with the best teams in the country.
Now headed into the game, let me ask you something. What is the fan etiquette? Are there any like certain times where the fan base who are not familiar with the field hockey, is there any particular times that you need to hear the fans roaring? Like just coach us a little bit.
Yeah, well, in field hockey, there's not much etiquette. The only thing that drives me crazy in field hockey, like in all sports, is the officiating. Because field hockey, there are a lot of whistles, and a lot of times you don't know why there are whistles. And my wife always tells me to shut up because I don't know what I'm talking about when I yell at the refs. along with my daughter. So that's a story another day. But no, at Traeger Field is a great, great venue. It's small, it's compact, it's loud, and we get a great support system, not only from the parents, but the students. I mean, I was at a game last year, and the women's basketball coach, I always forget his name, he was there watching the game. The new interim AD was there, and I had to tell him, because there's a tradition at Traeger Field. Right when you're coming off the field to the locker room, there's a big cardinal right in the turf.
Right.
And you're not allowed to stand on that turf. And if you do, you're not allowed to stand on the cardinal. If you do, you're supposed to get down and kiss the cardinal. So the acting AD was there. I'd never met this guy before, and I went up to him and told him, "Excuse me, sir, but you are not supposed to step on the cardinal when we're out here watching a game." And he was gracious enough to step off of the cardinal. I introduced myself, told him about my daughter playing there and everything, but he would not get down and kiss the cardinal. He drew the line at that.
Right.
But he did step off. He did step off. If he would have kissed the cardinal, Marcus, I would have got on my knees and kissed the cardinal with him. But we weren't able to do that.
No, that works. Well, just to kind of get off of the field hockey for 1 second, I want you to help me out with a situation.
Okay.
We have one of the top basketball recruits in the country on their official visit. Now, as a parent, I want you to help me sell said parent on their child coming to the University of Louisville.
Okay, this is exactly what I'm going to say. Marcus, we live 1,100 miles from Louisville, Kentucky, here in Belmont, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. My daughter, I told her when she finished high school, I said, "This is your decision. I don't care if you play in Boston," because all the Boston schools went after her. And we took an official visit to Louisville, and right then she fell in love with not only the school, but the city of Louisville. And the one thing I'm always concerned about when I send my kids off to school, and this is the second one, is her safety and how much the people around her that are going to see her every day care for her and take care of her, and she's going to be safe. And never have I felt that my daughter was more safe or more protected than she is at the University of Louisville. And you look at the basketball program. It's one of the top programs in the country. The history, you know about the history. You were part of the history.
Absolutely.
Mark, with Denny Crum. Absolutely. You know that. And we got to go to a game last year at that venue at the Yum Center, and how loud it was, and the student body that's in there. It's an amazing venue to be part of. And now you're part of history. You're part of rebuilding. You're part of what happened in the past is gone. But now with the new coach coming in, who I'm excited about, the kid from Cincinnati, he's right down the highway, and to see what he can do here and the recruits he's going to be in and turn this program around. And if you're part of this program now, your name is going to be etched in history forever in Louisville basketball because of the past of what happened the last couple of years and what's going to happen now. This team is on the rise. This team is trending upward without question, Marcus. Well, Louisville, Kentucky, for me, is one of the best cities, and I've never had so much fun and felt more safe for my daughter, who's 1,100 miles away.
Well, Joe,
so that's my take on Louisville, Kentucky.
I cannot ask you any more questions. That might be the promo for my show for the rest of the year, if you would allow me the rights to that speech you gave me. Is that okay?
Marcus, I will send you another check. Absolutely. Use it all you want.
Hey, Joe, listen, I appreciate you calling in. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the game. I'll talk to you real soon.
Thanks, Marcus. I'll be in touch.
Absolutely. People, no, that warms your heart, doesn't it? Oh, that's such a fun call.
Pretty good sales pitch, too.
Right. I was going to say, we should have had him on with our earlier sales pitch, but that was just awesome. That always makes me feel good about that. But here's the thing, people. Before we get out of here, I put this into play a couple of weeks ago. I put this into play, and DFH has helped me turn this baby into a up and coming monster. Steve, you were here when this got started. Uh-huh. We were talking about starting to pick games. Now we had the tap dance around the lines of gambling versus not gambling. But here's the thing. We have 1 million NFL fans. And we all don't root for one team. I mean, sometimes we show up in Cowboys jerseys during the show.
Well, it looks good, don't it?
When we have #1 recruits here in the nation, like, why wouldn't you wear something Louisville, Steve? Anyway.
Because it's game weekend.
Anyway, people, I got a site for you. It's called thecrowdsline.com. CROWDS, thecrowdsline.com. Just think about that. Right now, we've partnered up with DFH. We put together a predict the game score. It's so simple. You just sign up. There's a little meter. You can tap it to make the score go up, tap it to make the score go down. I mean, it's as simple as it gets. The prizes for the Crowds Line, prediction of one game, Chicago Bears versus Green Bay Packers. The winner of our contest, $50 Amazon gift card just for logging in and picking a score. How simple is that? 2nd through 5th place, $25 Amazon gift card. Why would you not go to thecrowdsline.com, pick your score, and wait to get paid? Even 6th through 10th place, people. $10 Amazon gift card. I know you people are Amazon junkies just like me. Thecrowdsline.com. You're going to be on the internet for the rest of your day. You're staring at your phone right now, just like Steve. You go to thecrowdsline.com and you pick your score. It's a little digit meter counter right there. You pick your score. You give them a place to send you your gift card. How simple is that? And if you're the closest, if you nail it, like, you win. Why would you not do that? We have put this thing together, and then pretty soon we're gonna have 2 games and 3 games, because right now it's too easy to win. It's way too easy to win. We are unveiling our challenge, the DFH Company. Like, you know how much we love DFH Company.
Depends on how good you are. Because, like, gambling, I've learned over the last week, it's just easy, which I knew it would be because I'm great. I won. I'm $50 up my first week.
I won't even be snarky. You hit for 50 right off the bat.
Easy. Right off the bat.
When we weren't on air, I was kind of a hater. Like, of course you did. Everybody wins in the first one. I was just hating.
I know.
I mean, it wasn't coming from my heart, though. It was just coming from me joking.
Speaking of which, I'm emailing the Bussard's office right now.
Oh, my God.
I have enough credits.
The what office?
I'll call it the Bussard's. Bussard's, whatever.
No, keep it at the Bussard's office. That made this joke the funniest. No, it's not a joke though.
No,
I'm getting tired of this, Steve.
No, I'm emailing them right now.
I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired.
I can
of your
be enrolled
comments.
for spring.
Open tryouts are over, Steve. You didn't know that?
He'll have another one. He'll give me one.
I don't even know if open tryouts are over.
I think he'll give me one.
I'm just telling you open tryouts are over.
He'll give me one.
I don't even know when they are. It doesn't matter. I'm going to lie to you. I'm getting tired of you talking about basketball greatness.
I mean, would that just ruin your life if I made the team?
Yes.
Like, can you imagine if we were both former players?
Yes.
I mean, if I was on the practice squad, dude.
Yes. Yes.
It'd be so awesome.
You can't wear a Louisville uniform. I'll turn. Listen,
I set up one time in the corner.
You been watching what's happening to Nikes lately?
Be done. That would be you.
You ever see a LeBron James jersey when he chooses to go to Miami or something?
Yeah.
Doesn't end well for the year.
I know. That's true.
Your boy Maven,
yeah,
might follow suit. I can't wear this crap anymore.
This is
I can't wear it. Kenny Klein,
this program
take your polo back.
Yeah.
Anybody looking for some fly hats, take them back.
Man,
listen, Jalen Withers, I don't care what you do.
Listen,
Steve made the team. I just look. Listen, just go. Listen, go to IMG Academy and just go home. Just go to the league.
Listen,
I don't even want you.
Here's the deal. I'm not. I don't.
Steve's gonna wear goggles too, people. You do know that, right?
I don't.
And he's Mr. Swaggy. So guess what Steve does? He goes and gets the 2 elbow sleeves.
I have them at home already with the wing. I got them. Look, here's the deal. I don't want to be on the team. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be on the team
because your seat's so good.
Because my seat's so good, and I don't want to ruin that. But that fantasy camp, I'm coming. I'm coming arm sleeves. I'm coming calf sleeves.
You're using plural, Steve.
I'm coming brand.
You cannot wear 2 calf sleeves.
3 different types of shoes. I'm gonna have 3 different pairs of shoes for that week. And it's going to be something. I'm getting a personal trainer just to kind of get myself so I can punch again good, because I'm gonna be
headbands,
dude. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna by that time I'm gonna be back to where.
How about this?
Breakaway. I'm putting it in.
You're not wearing an undershirt because you're not going to have muscles.
Exactly. Because I'm going to get myself. Right now. I can put one down, but it's sloppy.
You're going to wear the old school big T-shirt underneath your uniform.
But no, I'm not doing that. But I will. I'm going to go short shorts.
You're going to wear the body shirt, long sleeve body shirt, like the Baylor dudes be wearing the whole time.
I would consider that. Yeah, it's going to be something. Hey, Phil just brought in the Mr. Delivery. Can we go?
So you better start playing us out.
Yeah, thanks.
People, if you see Coach Mack and Jalen Withers, stop them and say hi. Just yell out, "Oh, see, hey, oh, see, hey, oh." People, thank you so much, Mr. Havelo, for the sales job. DFH, thank you so much, people. thecrowdsline.com. I know you need some stuff from Amazon. You have a chance to get a $50 win just by clicking a couple clicks, 1 email, and you're in. $50, thank you very much. 7th through 12th place or whatever, and you're getting $20. All you have to be is decent at choosing a score. I can't do more than that. Stop zipping up things over there.
Have you seen what happens to Home Run Burger when it comes here?
Go grab me a couple too.
Here and you can do this show for the rest of the day for all I care. But I'm out.
93.9 is always. Come back here, Steve.
Got big games tomorrow. 2 big games.
3831.
My future depends on it.
93.9 is the text line. We are made for the Ville. Is the TV show. M4 TV, by the way. 10 to 12. It's always the time. On 93.9.